previous videos, I shared kind of empirical studies they've done on ballroom dance and the insanely positive therapeutic benefits to people with either emotional challenges like depression, as well as dementia. And today I'm going to talk about the therapeutic benefits of ballroom dance in some kind of physical neurodegenerative diseases that, again, have been studied and are, in my opinion, kind of untapped and secret in the United States kind of industrial medical complex because, just my opinion, they have a huge financial self-interest in hiding this stuff. And Mama don't like it. And friends, if you disagree with me, hey, comment below. I am but one person in the world of ballroom dancers, but this is my 2 cents today. And so there have been some really promising studies in Parkinson's as well as MS. For those of you who don't speak English as a first language, that's multiple sclerosis, okay? And these studies are showing really astronomical positive effects. And it's really weird here, guys, especially in the case of MS, because exercise has not had proven kind of therapeutic positive effects for MS. I don't know why. I'm not a doctor, just what I read. But ballroom dance has. And I'll include a link in the description for, you can look this up online, by the way, Google it, whatever. There's lots of studies, but I'll probably just link one to the National Institutes of Health, kind of a government website, revealing this stuff. And they found that ballroom dance for MS, had great results, including the quality of life, as well as cognitive function. And I'm no doctor, but my theory is that ballroom dancing, not just competitively, friends, but just even socially, uses so many more areas of the brain than just the motor neural areas of movement. It requires an immense amount of multitasking. Okay? It's not just do this all day like you would in occupational therapy. There are so many things going on. There's the music. There's the feeling the partner and responding. There's the balance. It requires a much higher degree of balance, in my opinion, to dance, whether it's ballroom or on your own, than it is, say, to sit down and bench press a weight. It involves remembering choreography. There's a visual element to it. There is an audio element of understanding what the words are. There's a mechanical element, using that mathematical element of your brain to understand the physics behind, well, why do I use pendulum swing? What does that mean? How does that affect foot pressure? This sort of thing. And so, you would be amazed by how incredible your body is in self-repair. Although I don't discount medicine. Medicine absolutely has huge benefits. And I'm so glad I was built in this century, where we have these wonderful medications. But I'm afraid that because of the financial implications that the medical community may sometimes, accidentally or not, hide the things we can do with our bodies in terms of self-care to allow our bodies to heal themselves. Because in my opinion, this is a great supplement to modern medicine, in terms of our physical activities we choose to do. And, in terms of our diet, this sort of thing. I wish this were more public record, because it would be helpful, in my opinion, to so many people. And it's not just your muscles and physical body injuries, guys. It's your brain too. I had no idea until I researched this, but your brain absolutely can rewire itself. Obviously, this is physically a much faster process, the younger you are, but it can be done at any age, guys. Think about if someone has a stroke, they do gradually regain function. And it is possible to develop new neural pathways. And I got news for you guys, as dancers, we do it every day. We are rewiring our brain to move in a way that is very efficient with a Siamese twin stuck on the front of us. You're not biologically designed that way in your brain. You're designed to move real efficiently on your own. Not, you got to rewire the whole thing. That's wonderful. I did also have a personal experience in terms of Parkinson's, although there have been, studies on this as well, that this is a positive therapeutic addition to medication to improve long-term results, okay? And so I think I'll put a link in here if I can find it again. There's an article in Parkinson's News today, kind of a study on this. But I'm going to share my own personal story because I have had a couple students with Parkinson's, friends. This is another kind of neurodegenerative disorder, and it is progressive, guys. It's not curable, okay? It is ultimately going to, deteriorate with time, but, we can do a lot to slow this progress and to minimize these symptoms. And ballroom dance is, hey, that's one of our tools. That's one of our tricks we can use, okay? Anyway, so one of my students had taken me with me for a very long time, long-term student. And oddly, I did notice in his lessons about 2 years before he was diagnosed. He was a very skilled, high-level dancer, but in his frame, his right arm kept progressively sagging more and more every week in his privates. And I kept pointing this out to him, and he's like, I don't know what's going on. And I mean, the odd thing is, anyone else I've ever taught, the learning curves varies, but everyone always looks better every week. And I was seeing the opposite with this person, and I'm not a jerk. I'm not gonna put him down for it, but I was like, hey, so-and-so, I am noticing this. Is there something, are you injured? Little did I know, yes, he essentially was experiencing a brain injury, but I didn't know that. I noticed it. But he started to have some kind of other, with time, progressively, I'll say, symptoms that he couldn't just write off. They were kind of growing with time. So for example, he started to develop an asymmetrical gait, kind of walking just not smooth like he used to. Also, and I noticed this too in his lessons, though I did not bring this up because I did not see it affecting his dancing, but his voice got really soft over time. And I didn't realize it at the time, but that apparently is another symptom of Parkinson's. I didn't know, but I did see it happening. I thought, that's a little strange. Maybe he's having a personality change. He's mellowing out with age. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. And so he did ultimately, go in and was diagnosed, by doctors with having Parkinson's. He did continue to ballroom dance. Unfortunately, they moved out of state now, so I don't get to see him anymore. Though, honestly, guys, sometimes they fly in just for his birthday because he does still love to dance. And unfortunately, he moved to a dance desert where he can't dance anymore. It sucks. But they just come in for enjoyment. And he is doing okay. But when he was able to continue to come in every week, he absolutely said, I wasn't there in his home. I'm not there in his doctor's office, but he said he was getting positive results and he could move better in those dance lessons that he could kind of elsewhere in his life. And he also just felt better. It was a nice mental health break, because it could be depressing to have a permanent illness diagnosis, especially a degenerative one. Sucks. So anyway, if you're interested, I'll also share links in my description here of the dementia studies that I did a video on, as well as the depression study I did a video on, because I just really feel it's important to get the word out there, friends. So anyway, yet another reason to ballroom dance and spread this joy. So guys, I look forward to seeing you first thing tomorrow with more things ballroom dance. Thanks for joining me today. And I do post stuff every day. So if you're interested in kind of seeing a little, it's a small pop-up on the bottom of your phone that says like Sunny's topic today, blah, blah, blah. If you hit the bell button, that will happen. You don't have to click on the video. You can just swipe up or whatever. But my understanding is if you subscribe, and I sure hope you do, because I get excited every time I get a subscription or a thumbs up button. But when you do the thumbs up or the subscribe, it doesn't necessarily show all the videos on your little timeline of suggested videos. And I do put quite a bit of time, guys, into preparing. Well, I think this would be helpful info for some people. And I hate to, invest that time in making these videos and then have no one watch it or miss something that maybe would have been interesting to them. So guys, if you disagree with what I'm saying, please share in the comments. I never delete your comments. I'm always interested to hear what you say. Okay, I am but one person in the world of ballroom dancers. I love your stories, and they're helpful for our other friends here too. So thanks for joining me. I will see you first thing tomorrow. Happy dancing. Bye.